Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Allthemodium 6. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Last episode we automated the sieves and production of resources, and today I want to try and start organizing them, which is going to be the real challenge. I think the first thing that I have to do is that I have to lock all of them. This is why I hate storage drawers. You don't really know how to fit them. I have done a little bit of organization, and this is the entire resources that we're getting from dust, sand, and gravel. I even put the ores in alphabetical order, so this is aluminium, copper, gold, iron, and it ends with zinc. But you should remember that these are the byproducts of cobblestone. There are other resources that we have to sieve as well. One of those items is crushed netherrack, because that will give us netherite, and if I'm not wrong, also vibranium. The second item that we also needed in very large quantities is endstone, because that will give us unobtainium. Of course, we're going to need a netherite mesh, but we will think about it as we go along, not right now. So let us think how we should get netherrack. Mystical agriculture is obviously a no. There's a cobble gen? What? You give me netherrack for free? Why? This mod seems to have a guide, but how do I get leather? I don't know how to make a book. It's okay. We make some stuff and see how it goes. This is now one of our most important priorities. I need red dye, I need green. So green dye is easy peasy, we already had a cactus seed, but getting red dye is going to be slightly challenging because I kind of messed up this place and we don't have grass. But we do have grass seed. So if I bone meal you, that's not good. Dandelion? Nope. Nope. Again dandelion? Poppy? Yes. Oh, it shows you the growth progress of a cactus. Interesting. While we are waiting for the cactus to grow, which is going to take ages, I think maybe we should start getting some netherrack. That was a quest. Because you know, this cobble generator is telling me that it needs a nether brick, and that is basically 4 netherrack. And here is my 4 netherrack. We're gonna take the cactus. I'm not gonna wait for it to grow. And thanks to Quark, we get something weird. So this is a linking tool, and this one is backwards. I don't know the difference. We make the linking tool, and then I can make a pedestal. Okay, and I have no idea how you work. Do I put you on top? Cannot be linked to itself. Oh, I should probably add you somewhere. Oh, it gives you netherrack. It's not very fast though. Oh, it is fast. It gave me 7. 13? Okay, that solves a lot of issues. How do we collect it? You know, my life would have been so easier if I could have just made a manual. Can I link it to the chest? So the mod developer, or at least someone, had a spotlight video, and apparently you can attach the pedestal any way that you want. So we can put it upside down, and then I thought, maybe we can use a hopper. And that was correct. And if that is the case, I should be able to just pipe it out. It's not going to be an issue. The issue will be how to get endstone. We need a purple block, therefore we either need a chorus fruit or a chorus flower. That's no. Oh, we can sieve. Has a 10% chance, which is not that difficult to make. All we need is glowstone. Obviously in lava, but lava is not a problem. Let us see how lucky we are. We have 9. Am I doing this wrong? Of course, you're not going to be lucky if you use the improper mesh. We need emerald. Actually, diamond and above. Had to get a little bit more endstone, and let us try this one more time. Oh, we got it. We got 2. I don't have that much space, so we're going to do it up here. So here is one chorus flower and the second one. We just have to wait for them to grow. Well, that was incredibly simple. I basically have the same design that I have over there, but instead of hooking everything up to a cobblestone generator, we have a pedestal in order to make endstone, and we have another pedestal in order to get netherrack. And these things are amazing. Look at the speed that it's making endstone. Or netherrack. This is always full. I also processed some of those netherracks, and we have 59 pieces of netherite scrap. And I think the most important thing that we should do is to try and upgrade our meshes. I was processing some gold, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, our first pieces of netherite, which is not a quest. We also need to do this in a smithing table, no? Oh, you have to take diamond. Ooh, lesson learned, never upgrade them to emerald. It's not worth your time or effort, because we don't even have enough diamonds to upgrade. We have only 21. I AFK'd for a few minutes, and I think we have enough diamonds. We have 11 over here and 20 something? Yes. We have 5 auto sieves, so we only need 30. And we don't even need to waste iron because I kept my original iron meshes. So now you will work, right? Yes. Netherite mesh. Also, these furnaces that you see over here, I know I can connect them to power, but they're not as efficient as the ones we had in 1.12. It burns through the fuel. I mean, it's fast, but it processes 8 and then you're out of coal. So the efficiency itself is almost like a vanilla furnace. There is an efficiency upgrade, but it will reduce the speed. Just one very small point. Now that we have upgraded our meshes to netherite, we can get Allthemodium. Granted, there's a 0.2% chance, but maybe we get lucky. What do you have to sell? Efficiency 5, Mending, Fortune 4, Unbreaking 5. I just used all of my emeralds in order to upgrade the drawers. Oh, we have enough. Okay. You also need a diamond pick. Give me my stonebreaker. Thank you. Anyways, during that entire time, I did manage to find 4 Allthemodium pieces. That should give us a chunk, and that should give me an ingot, which is a quest for some reason. It's actually not as useful as you would think because the mining dimension is disabled. So for the moment, we're just gonna keep it. I know what you're thinking, but these guys are basically leather. We can also buy some coral, some skeleton skulls, and that's it. Anyways, now that we are doing relatively good on resources, what is the plan for today? Well, I really want to work towards applied energistics, but the problem is that our power generation is really bad. At first I thought I should make a reactor from power, but the problem is that we cannot have access to uranite through sieving, and we have to get it from a laser. So I was thinking maybe in order to get some serious power, we get into bigger reactors. I have not played with this mod since 1.12, so this should be fun. It's not very resource intensive, all we need is uranium, gold and coal, and just a little bit of iron. So let me gather some stuff and I'll be right back. I have gathered some resources, let us get crafting. I'm guessing not much has changed. The only change that I can see is that the cyanide reprocessor has been reintroduced. But it's fine, we're not interested in that. We need to first make a reactor. We go with 3 stacks of casing. I think we are going to have only 10 fuel rods. And if I'm going with 10 fuel rods and the reactor is going to be too tall, we are going to need 5 reactor control rods. Obviously, we also need the controller to access ports. We are making this reactor in order to generate RF, so we should not forget the power tap. And I'm guessing for the moment, that's it. So let me extend the platform a little bit because I want to put it behind the furnaces. This is my workshop area, so it does make sense if we have the power nearby. For the moment, we're just going to have a lantern down there. I should also probably mention this is not going to be a fancy reactor. We're going to have a 5x5 base. We go up 3 blocks. We add the fuel rods. So here's something very important. If you have the fuel rods touching each other, their reactivity is increased, so you will get more power. It's not fuel efficient, but you generate more. Control rods go on top and we just cover it. There you go. The access ports go to the back. I'm guessing power can also go in the back, and we just fill in the gaps. Oh, they have changed the GUI. Nice. I should probably sleep. Are we good? Yes. So the reactor itself is functional, but now we want to optimize it so that it's not going to waste any fuel. I need to make 4 redstone ports, and we can afford it easily. I extended the platform a little bit more so that this place will not be that cluttered. Anyway, the redstone ports. We have made 4 of them and we're going to use 2 on each side. Technically you can get away by just having 3 of them, but our reactor is very small so they don't fit on one side. Oh, there is an invisible light. Ooh, there are air blocks inside the reactor, so the lantern put a light source inside, and that is not valid. So I think we just fill it in with graphite. It's going to be terrible on fuel because graphite also increases reactivity. But it's okay, as long as it's going to function, I'm not going to complain. So just in case you didn't know, a big reactor is not going to stop burning fuel even if its internal buffer is full. So it's not very smart. In order to make it fuel efficient, we need to do a little bit of programming. So we come to the redstone port, we go to the tab for output stored. We want the reactor to stop functioning whenever its internal buffer is above 90%. So we apply the changes, and then we're going to take a redstone line and take it to the other port. So over here we're going to go to the tab on reactor status, and we just set it on pulse. On the other side, we want to turn on the reactor whenever it has less than 15% power. We apply the changes, and again, we take a redstone line. You see, it's already on, because the buffer is already empty. And over here, we also set it on pulse and commit. You see, the reactor is on without any fuel. One reactor port is going to be for input. I'm just going to put a hopper and give it fuel. Just out of curiosity, how much are you generating? 1000, 2000, almost 3000 RF. Not that bad. And you see, the internal buffer is full. So this is offline, and this one is online. We also need to take the waste out, and I think you can just put a chest, right? I could be wrong. Well, the issue is that right now we don't have any waste, so I can't really confirm if the chest works, but we can pipe it out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we have some power. We do have access to a decent supply of RF, and I'm using it in order to make a few stuff, but the thing is, we need to do a few quality of life improvements. One of them is these furnaces. I'm burning through coal, and that's not very good. Also, since we have access to netherite, we might as well upgrade them to netherite. It's not as easy as you would think because we need slimes. We are not into Botania yet, but we should be able to get it from witch water. All we need is a mushroom, and for getting mushrooms we need ancient spores in witch water. We don't have ancient spores because we don't have dirt. And honestly speaking, I have not automated dirt yet. So can we cheat? If we get coarse dirt, then we can hoe it and we get dirt. People do ore dabbling, we're doing dirt dabbling. Say whatever you want, I think this is much faster than composting. And just like that, we have one stack. So should I sieve it manually or should I give it to you guys? I give it to you guys. Yes, we have one. Here is my block of mushroom. And can we use fortune on you? Yes, we got a mushroom. Perfect. Oh, you can give them food. And they work faster. I forgot about that. Also, one thing that you should remember is that having one mushroom is garbage. We need more. So we grow a big one and harvest it. Now we have 14. So it was just mushrooms, right? Yes. We have slimes. But we also need blaze rods, which we will get it from an enrichment chamber, if I'm not wrong, yes. So get me some dust, and we do have an enrichment chamber, so this is easy peasy. Look at the speed that they're working with food. I have only 3 furnaces, so we only need 12. For the upgrades. Obviously, we also need a teeny tiny bit of obsidian, which is not going to be a challenge, because basically what we need is a bucket of water on top of a barrel, and we just add lava. And here is our obsidian. Here is the obsidian furnace, and here is our netherite furnace. We cannot go higher than this because we need a lot of Allthemodium, which we don't have. So you guys go over there, and there should be an upgrade so that they will work with RF, wireless heat receiver. Can I make it? So you go in the upgrade slot. This is such a weird mechanic, why can't they just accept like wires? So apparently you're going to need a heat transmitter, and then you put your receivers inside, and they will be synchronized. And then can I apply you? Okay, that is fast. That is super fast. Just one very small thing. I like the look of netherite, and we are getting netherite scrap in a very stupid amount. So maybe instead of using diamond chests, we should use netherite barrels. In that case, let me do some crafting. But this is so nice. It's draining a lot of power though. I just noticed that in order to make the barrels that I want, I need almost 1 stack of obsidian. I also mentioned that we are going to automate and build as we go along, and getting 1 stack of obsidian manually is going against that. So maybe we spend some time today in order to automate a few stuff. And since we are generating lava, what kind of tanks are available? Oh, there is one from Create, and it's a multi-block. I like that. It's not a very expensive thing to make, you just need copper plates, and voila. Yeah, I would say this looks nice. Maybe we should use it. I never understood the chain of thought of someone who makes something incredibly amazing. It's a multi-block tank and I love them in general. And then he's like, we're gonna make it a 2x2, not a 3x3. 2x2. I really don't understand it. So if you do, let me know. Should we have a stair? No. Also, I was not expecting it to be a 2x2, so we need a bigger platform. Just a bit. Anyways, I would say that with the material that we have, this is a decent looking room. So things that we need to automate here. One of them is skystone and the other one is obsidian. I was also hoping that we might have the opportunity to get into create and automating andesite, but that's slightly complicated. So maybe we start with create after we get to the second floor. Just to clarify something, the tanks are just for decoration. We're not going to use it for anything. The magic is going to happen back here. I think the first thing that we're going to automate over here is going to be the production of clay. It's relatively easy. It's just dust in a barrel of water. So the top drawer is going to be for inserting dust. We just put the barrel over here and we set you to extract. We also need to provide it with water, so I did make a sink and we just extract the water. Yes, we are getting water. And of course the final part is that we're going to export the clay and put it inside the bottom drawer. So if I give you 2 stacks of dust, we get clay instantly. I think the second item is going to be obsidian and we need to move these just a bit. Obsidian is basically lava in a barrel, right? So we can have our crucibles over here. We set them to extract, we give you the heating element, and the cobblestone generators. The only thing remaining is that I have to add 1 bucket of water over here, and we have obsidian. Sadly, it's not the fastest thing in the world because we're not generating lava fast enough. But it's okay, I'm not in a hurry. Also, I wanted to use some of the lava in order to make skystone over here, but then I realized there is a recipe in the enrichment chamber, and that is far easier. So what do we do over here? I actually thought that we were going to use it for soul sand. It's not something that we need in very large quantities, but we need a decent amount. And the way that it works is that we're exporting the sand into the barrels are on top of mycelium, they will get witch water, and we will get soul sand. I wanted to do some more automation for today, and then I realized that we're running out of time and I still have not managed to get Certus quartz, which we needed in order to get into applied energistics, so we're not doing that good. But in any case, I did install a ceiling for this place, and I think it looks better. And the ceiling of that room is going to be our new platform for farming. Oh, and by the way, I did make my barrels, and they are far more cheaper than chests, and they give you more storage. This is 15 by 9, this is 9 by 12. Can we also put some netherite blocks? Like here? Yes, that looks nice. Generally speaking, I think if you're wealthy, you should show it off. A bit. So, Certus quartz, how do we get it? We get it from skystone. This is the dust, and the way that we process it is through an enrichment factory. I just made it a factory. That will give us skystone, and we have to crush it. We are playing on skyblock, so getting the inscribers is going to be slightly more challenging, because we are going to need the Certus quartz essence from mystical agriculture. It is not as bad as you would think, because we are getting prosperity shards and essence from Sieving. So let us make an infusion crystal and start upgrading some of the essence. You don't take durability? Oh, you do. Okay. Maybe we should get just a bit more. Yes, we have 4 stacks of prudentium, and that should give us 4 stacks of tertium. They changed the name. We have a little bit of skystone and we have to hammer it down. You cannot put it inside the crusher, which is slightly weird. And hammering it down requires a diamond hammer or better. And better is netherite. Can I get it? Yes. Start sieving. Thank you. We have our Certus quartz. That is fast. Oh, and we get the charged one. Nice. Now that we have everything we need, let us make the infusion altar, which requires a lot of red dyes. It's fine, let me get some cheaty dirt, which I'm assuming that is enough. We just need grass. Oh, we got a poppy. Nice. Oh, we got a green bean seed from thermal. Interesting. Okay, this block is very good for poppies. Inside an enrichment chamber, that will give us 2. I'm not exactly sure how many red carpets we're going to need, but we're going to start with, I don't know, 12? And we need 8 pedestals, okay. So we need a little bit more carpets. And if I remember this correctly, we also need like a button. Yes, activate with redstone. Fine. I don't know where we're going to set it up, but for the moment we're going to do it over here. Then I will move it. Don't you worry. So the seed goes in the center. We need 4 Certus, 4 essence, and we press the button. Ladies and gentlemen, Certus quartz. So obviously we can just plant it on farmland, it will be incredibly slow. Mystical agriculture has its own system of farmland, and the higher tier it is, the faster the plant will grow. But since we have thermal expansion, we're going to go with phyto soil. Phyto grow is just nitor, apatite, and sand. I'm not gonna complain, we get everything from sieving. So here is phyto grow. We also need a little bit of charcoal. That's it. Oh, we don't have enough dirt. Okay, I have to solve this dirt issue very soon. One thing that I should have checked is that, can we actually plant you? Yes. You might also notice that nothing is happening because this is incredibly slow. And in order to speed things up, we are going to require a phytosoil infuser, which does not have a crazy recipe. Oh, lumium. Cheaty ways of making lumium. That I can do. While I'm working to get some lumium, there is something else that we should do, and that is to get into Flux networks, so that we can have a wireless means of transferring our F. And if you're wondering what I was doing, I was looking for bedrock. So, left click, and we're done. Should we get more? Yeah, why not? I'm not really worried about this because we need only like 32 pieces, that's it. And making extra seeds is not a problem. It's just that we need a decent amount of Eyes of Ender. So, Flux plug, which is a quest, I don't know why, and 1 flux point. Anyways, let us get our cheaty lumium, and we just need a gear, right? So here's the gear, and here is the soil infuser. Without an upgrade, it will do a radius of 3 by 3, but if we give it an upgrade, it will be 7 by 7. But now that it has power, it should help. Yeah, 42%, 57%. Okay, that's good. Really good. Okay, I did manage to get 1 essence, but this is not the place that we want to set it up. We want to set it up there. So let us move everything. And besides, we are going to have more seeds, so it's not a problem. I just have to explain one very small thing about the infuser. You don't have to put it above your soil, it should function under the soil as well. So it would be much more efficient and you can hide it. And by more efficient, I mean you can use the space around it more efficiently. But I'm going to be very wasteful. Can we waterlog you? Yes, very good. So the soil infuser goes on top. And it has power. And since farmland is slightly lower than 1 block, we're going to hide the water and we're going to start from here. It's highly inefficient, but I'm happy with it. We plant you over there and we wait. I really hate this new mechanic. Because imagine if you have Project Ozone in 1.16 and you have to make all the seeds. This is very painful. And there you go, 2 more seeds. We wait. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.